Sauvignon Blanc is just so easy. It's, crisp on the palate and, is really just a great tasting, easy drinking wine.
It's nice and fresh. It doesn't actually counteract any of the flavours of anything you really tend to cook with.
Easy drinking when it comes to Thai or seafood or cheese. Yeah, it's just yummy.
The interesting thing is about the flavour profiles that this idea of something being citrusy seems to be very popular because, of course, Sauvignon Blanc out of New Zealand and Sauvignon Blanc, perhaps as it was in Australia for some years, had much more of this herbaceous, herbal, green, grassy, all of that sort of flavour profile. So I think it's that idea of wanting the citrus freshness, which makes sense.
Yeah, the variety of Sauv Blancs that actually come through, because I tend to, apart from what I get in the Wine Selectors, I tend to stick to the same thing, so it's nice to actually see the different options that are actually out there.
With the broad spectrum of varieties that are available, I am an Adelaide Hills girl.
Look, I certainly do like the Adelaide Hills, that area as well. I do also like what happens in Western Australia in the sense that it is quite different because you get a lot more of this citrusy character, which I personally like as well. So I think those two places are good. I think for more complex, cool climate, Victoria, of course, is going to give you that in places like the Yarra Valley, and the best wine I saw today came from the Yarra Valley. We can do that relatively easily ourselves with notes because we do that in the Selector packs. The winemakers can do it with the labelling.
It's nice to actually, I guess, be able to put faces to those that are actually effectively delivering me the wine. So being able to actually have that discussion with each of the members of the panel about what they're looking for, and actually being able to compare sort of my notes, I guess, to theirs. And I did notice quite a few times that whilst I wouldn't have picked it up first of all, it's quite nice once you've heard their sort of impressions of what they've gotten. I'll definitely be drinking my wine a little bit more slowly and taking note of these things now, I think.